G'day and welcome to another GTA 5 online video. Today we're going to be going over how you guys can make millions of dollars in GTA 5 online, and hopefully there'll be one of these methods that will help you guys out and you guys may have one of these businesses. So that is the aim for today. If it sounds good to you, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight into things. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to show you guys quite a few different ways of making money in the game, and hopefully one of these or a few of these resonate with you guys and you can take something away from it. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our nightclub and fill the popularity bar. One thing you can do is rebook a DJ. That'll increase the popularity bar by a slight amount. Side note, if you are wanting to try and maximize the best primary target for the Cayo Perico heist, say you've already completed it just recently, as soon as you get that message from Pavel, I highly recommend that you do go and gather intel straight away to go and get the primary loot. But we'll get into that a little bit later on. Another method you can do to fill the nightclub's popularity bar is you can leave the nightclub, disband as an MC, or you can enable passive mode, walk back into the nightclub, and a troublemaker will spawn in so you can get rid of them. Or there's another way you can basically fill up the nightclub popularity bar. Gonna take you a little bit more time. It is a promotion mission, so yeah, that'll take about 5 minutes, but you'll also be rewarded with a bit of money alongside that. So now that the nightclub is making money passively for us in the background, we can go to the main operation of the nightclub, and this is the warehouse management section. So when you go here, you'll see there's 5 different technicians and 7 different businesses. Basically, we're trying to accrue goods, and the more goods you have, the more money you're going to make. If you're unfamiliar with this or how this business works, basically we have the motorcycle club and there are 5 different businesses. These are the ones I currently own, and I'll show you guys the ones that you can purchase. So once you guys have a few of these different businesses, it's also going to supplement and help the nightclub's operations alongside it. That's going to take you a little bit of time to generate some money in the background, so we can just leave that AFK for the time being and we can go to our Kasatka. Now this is of course for the people who do own a Kasatka. If you're unfamiliar, the Cayo Perico heist is a heist that can be run only through the Kasatka. So yeah, you can go and set this up for $100,000, and I would recommend that you use the fast travel system through the Kasatka. That's going to help you in the setup missions. Now, for this particular run of the Cayo Perico heist, the primary target I got was the ruby necklace. I've got a full money guide, or basically a full guide on that Cayo Perico heist. I'll leave a link in the description down below, as well as to all of these businesses linked down below. But first of all, the bunker here, we're going to make sure we go into the laptop, go to our resupply page, and you'll see 2 options. You can steal supplies or buy supplies. Typically, it'll set you $60,000 back, or set you back 60k on buying supplies, and I would recommend that you do this if you have upgrades for the bunker. If you don't have upgrades, I would recommend just trying and stealing the supplies. It's going to opt out a little bit better for you in the long run. Also, make sure you assign your staff to manufacturing for the purpose of making money, and then just leave the bunker AFK for the time being. In the background, you can go to your salvage yard business, or if you own a salvage yard, I would recommend doing some salvage yard robberies. If you're unfamiliar with how these work, in your salvage yard, there will be a laptop there, and you can go ahead and there'll be 3 different salvage yard robberies you'll get each week. So they'll typically pay around $300,000 to $400,000 per robbery. They're kind of like mini heists, and you're going to be taking some vehicles and then bringing them back to the salvage yard and delivering them to the buyer over at the terminal. So you can see here, upon completing, we got $395,000 from this sale alone. The salvage yard business is incredibly underrated, so it doesn't just stop there. You also have the tow truck service, and you can just go and enter the tow truck if you have purchased this as part of the salvage yard business. Launch the tow truck service and then just go and salvage some vehicles, or pick up some vehicles, bring them back to the salvage yard, and they'll start being salvaged for their parts. So after about 48 minutes, you will get a sale for these, typically about $30,000 to $65,000. It just depends on the kind of vehicle you get. And it's also going to help you get extra money through your wall safe in the salvage yard as well. Another underrated way of making some money in the background, probably one of the best passive ways of making money, is the asset lab. You can just go and buy some supplies through Mutt in the freak shop or in your asset lab, and then put the boost for the production on, and that'll just generate you some extra money in the background. We'll get into the sale missions a little bit later on, but for the time being, let's go over to the vehicle warehouse. This is another great way of making money. So the top range is going to sell for for the most amount of money. This is what we're aiming for. So with the standard and mid-range, the limit that you can keep for those vehicles is 10 vehicles of each class or each range. So this means that every time you go and source a vehicle after that, the vehicle is going to be a top range and you'll make more money from that. And just to make sure the operations of your nightclub keeps profiting the maximum amount every day, if you guys want to just go back in there every so often and just go down to the basement level, disband as an MC or CEO, and then you will see there is a task to complete. So this one in particular here is getting a VIP and taking them into a limo and bringing them to a center. You'll also maybe get a drunken person that you need to just go and throw out like a troublemaker, as explained earlier in the video. But yeah, that's a great way to just keep your nightclub's popularity bar full. Next up, we have got the Dr. Dre contract, and this is for those of you who own an agency. If you've been playing GTA 5 online for quite some time, you should be familiar with this, as it is one of the best ways of making money in the game, and especially when it's paying double money. So it's not paying double money at the time of recording, but when this is, I highly recommend doing it, and when it isn't, I just recommend doing it anyway. The hot tip is I recommend you do stock up on snacks and body armor. That's going to help you out tremendously, as there are going to be a lot of enemies, particularly in those final missions. But upon completing this, it's got a great storyline, so that's another great reason why I recommend you do this, which never gets old. And like I was going to mention just a moment ago, at the end of this, you will get a nice payout of $1 million, and you can do this solo. Next up, we have got the Cayo Perico heist. So we've done all the setups, we can move on to the finale. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, I've got a link in the description to a full guide on the Cayo Perico heist if you guys want to check that out as a solo player. It really does help you out. You'll always complete the elite challenge, and with the ruby necklace on this run here, we got a payout just shy of $1.1 million. So the nightclub wall safe is going to generate you $50,000 if your nightclub's popularity bar is full every 48 minutes in real life. So we're going to go and get our goods from the wall safe, and we're also going to go and sell all of our goods, which sells for just shy of $2 million. So yeah, it's a great payout, but this is going to take quite some time to fill up. Again, you can do this in an invite-only lobby. You could do this in a public lobby if you'd like, and activate Ghost Organization, and you'll get a nice little bonus payout, so that'll help you out a lot more. But you can see here, $1,854,000. Similar to the nightclub business, we have the bunker here, and this is going to get a full stock level after quite some time. We're going to go and sell this to Los Santos for $1,050,000. Now, after the Bottom Dollar Bounties update, the timer sell limit, or the time remaining in the bottom right hand corner, it has been increased by 50%. So this will help you out tremendously in completing a full stock level sale mission and make $1 million. And if we head over to the Acid Lab here, we can just go into the corner and make sure that the Acid Lab truck is outside, and we can go and perform a sell mission. So this one here is where we have to go and make 10 different deliveries on the post bike, and upon completing, we'll make $350,000 from a full stock level here, which is a great way of making money passively in the background. So there is a lot of ways to make money in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Hopefully one of these does help you guys out. That is the purpose of this video. Hopefully you guys can watch it. You can maybe take something away to add into your money grind routine as a solo player, or maybe there's a business that you want to check out or may consider purchasing in the game right now. For the time being, hopefully it helped you guys out. If it did, leave a like and subscribe for more. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.